Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video I will be giving you my recommendations for players you should buy, sell, keep or avoid for the upcoming game weeks. With the Premier League season in full swing, every decision counts and I will be giving you some insight on the players I think will make the biggest impact on your team's performances. First up, let's talk about the players you should buy. Harry Kane, a forward for Tottenham, is a player you should definitely consider adding to your team. He's priced at 11.6 million and has a double game week in Gameweek 20 against Arsenal at home and Man City away. He has no injuries and is only one yellow card away from suspension, so keep that in mind when making this move. In the last 3 game weeks since the restart, Kane has scored 3 goals and provided 1 assist. He's had 10 shots, 8 key passes and 1 big chance, with an expected goal involvement of 2.0. Kane is arguably the most consistent player in FPL up to now. He's a player you can trust to deliver week in, week out. He has the same number of blanks as Haaland this season and now only 17 points behind him. He also faces 2 of his favourite clubs in the next 4 game weeks, namely Leicester and Arsenal, against whom he has scored 34 goals in his career as total. This is a great opportunity to invest in Kane and make a push up the leaderboard. Another player you should be considering to buy is Shaw, a defender from Manchester United priced at 5.1 million. He has a double game week in Gameweek 20 against Manchester City at home and Palace away. He currently has no suspensions nor injuries. In the last 3 game weeks since the restart, Shaw has had 3 clean sheets, 1 goal and 2 key passes. He's the most informed player in the league right now with 32 points since the restart. With a double game week and upcoming fixtures that look promising, Shaw is a player you should definitely consider adding to your team. If you can't afford him, I would suggest Dalot, who seems to be back from injury but is still a rotation risk with Wan-Bissaka, who has been performing brilliantly in the last few weeks. Nunez, forward for Liverpool, is a player you should consider selling. Priced at 8.9 million, he has a fixture in Gameweek 20 against Brighton away. He currently has no injuries nor suspensions. Unfortunately, he has only 1 assist in the last 3 games since the restart and has had 7 big chances, missing every single one of them. He has only accumulated 8 points and is the biggest expected goals underperformer in the last 3 games, underperforming his expected goal involvement by 3.3. With such poor form, it's best to sell Nunez, and if you have the budget, invest in a more promising forward option such as Kane, who I talked about earlier. Once he does start converting his chances, he should be considered as a must-buy, but for now, it's best to sell him. Moving on to the players you should keep, Cancelo, defender for Man City, is a player you should considering holding on to. Priced at 7.3 million, he has fixtures in Gameweek 20 against Manchester United away and Tottenham at home. He currently has no injuries or suspensions. He has only accumulated 2 points and has played less than 90 minutes combined in the last 3 game weeks since the restart. From an attacking point of view, he has only taken 2 shots in those games. However, despite these poor statistics, it's worth considering keeping him for at least 1 more game week. Man City has a double game week and Cancelo could well start both games for City. Even though Rico Lewis has seemed to have taken over Cancelo's position, it's not certain that this will be the case for much longer. The only moves I would recommend making with Cancelo is a side switch to Stones, who is currently the more nailed option in the side, or a switch to Shaw, who I had discussed earlier. Another player to consider keeping is Martial, the forward for Manchester United, who is priced at 6.6 million. He has a double game week in Gameweek 20 against Man City at home and Palace away. He currently has no injuries nor suspensions. However, he has only had 1 goal from the 3 big chances since the restart and has only accumulated 10 points, with more than half of that coming in Gameweek 17. Despite his poor form, I suggest you keep him for 1 more game week if you own him, as United now have a double game week facing Man City, against whom Martial has had a great scoring record, and the second team being Palace, which does also look like a good fixture. However, if his poor form continues, it would be best to sell him and invest in a more promising option. I would suggest looking at Tony if the charges against him are raised, or Mitrovic for a switch from Martial over the next few game weeks if his poor form extends. It's important to always keep an eye on player form and fixture schedule. but by following these suggestions, you'll be well on your way to climb up the leaderboard in your FPL league. Thanks for watching and good luck with your FPL team.